The Philippines is seeking international arbitration to its territorial dispute with China. Today, the Department of Foreign Affairs announced it has formally notified China that the Philippines is bringing the case to the United Nations Arbitral Tribunal for a peaceful and internationally acceptable resolution. The details report from Noel Perfecto.
The Philippines formally brings China before an arbitral tribunal under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, to achieve the peaceful and durable solution to the West Philippine Sea dispute. At the news conference, Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario and Solicitor General Francis Hardeleza announced the message of the government in a note verbal together with a notification and statement of claim. Del Rosario said this is based on Article 287 and Annex 7 of the 1982 UNCLOS.
This afternoon, the Philippines has taken the step of bringing China before an arbitral tribunal under Article 287 and Annex 7 of the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, in order to achieve a peaceful and durable solution to the dispute over the West Philippine Sea. At around 1 o'clock this afternoon, the Chinese ambassador to the Philippines, Her Excellency Ma Keqing, was summoned to the Department of Foreign Affairs with a note verbal by Assistant Secretary Teresa Lazaro. The note verbal contains the notification and statement of claim that challenges before the arbitral tribunal the validity of China's 9-line claim to almost the entire South China Sea, including the WPS, and to desist from unlawful activities that violate the sovereign rights and jurisdiction of the Philippines under the 1982 UNCLOS.
According to Del Rosario, President Benigno Aquino III himself has wanted to bring China before the arbitral tribunal in connection with the Beijing's 9-line, which the department said violates international law, particularly UNCLOS.
This notification initiates the arbitral proceedings under Article 287 and Annex 7 of UNCLOS. The initiation of arbitral proceedings against China on the 9-line is an operationalization of President Aquino's policy for a peaceful and rules-based resolution of disputes in the Philippine Sea in accordance with international law, specifically UNCLOS. The Philippines has exhausted almost all political and diplomatic avenues for a peaceful negotiated settlement of its maritime dispute with China. On numerous occasions dating back to 1995, the Philippines has been exchanging views with China to peacefully settle these disputes. To this day, a solution is still elusive. We hope that the arbitral proceedings shall bring the dispute to a durable solution.
Del Rosario said only the arbitral tribunal and the UNCLOS, or United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, have jurisdiction to hear the issue and is the great equalizer to resolve the West Philippine Sea controversy.
Number 1. The Philippines asserts that China's so-called 9-line claim that encompasses virtually the entire South China Sea, West Philippine Sea, is contrary to UNCLOS and thus unlawful. 2. The maritime area encompassed by the 9-line, China has also laid claim to occupied and built structures on certain submerged banks, reefs, and their low tide elevations that do not qualify as islands under UNCLOS, but are parts of the Philippine continental shelf or the international seabed. In addition, China has occupied certain small, uninhabitable coral projections that are barely above water at high tide and which are rocks under Article 121, 3 of UNCLOS. Number 3, China has interfered with the lawful exercise by the Philippines of its rights within its legitimate maritime zones, as well as to the aforementioned features and their surrounding waters. 4, The Philippines is conscious of China's declaration of August 25, 2008, under Article 298 of UNCLOS regarding optional exceptions to the compulsory proceedings, and has avoided raising subjects or making claims that China has, by virtue of that declaration, excluded from arbitral jurisdiction.
For the People's Television, I'm Noel Perfecto.